In this part of Portland, a neighborhood on the defense.
It's been absolutely miserable living here.
In January, the city directed the Salvation Army to reopen the Moore Street shelter off North Killingsworth Street, adding 100 beds towards Mayor Keith Wilson's goal of opening 1,500 by December 1st.
Once the shelter opened, everything completely changed.
Carrie Henderson lives across the street from the shelter entrance.
We've seen a significant increase in loitering, people sleeping on the sidewalk, drug usage. I've never seen open drug usage in the 13 years that I've lived in this house.
1 block away,
Oh, I feel helpless.
on Shilpa Street, just before 11 Sunday night, Portland police responded to reports of someone smashing 4 car windows. Security video shows the suspect damaging one of the cars. The next day, the windows were covered in plastic.
And then my other neighbor woke up to a brick on his windshield where it had been thrown.
Oh, it's horrifying. It's horrifying. I'm not surprised that that's happened.
Portland police arrested a 47-year-old woman for smashing at least one of the car windows. The mayor's office tells us she broke the windows after choosing to leave the Moore Street shelter, and that this is not the first time she's been arrested for similar crimes. Mayor Wilson's office tells us after 9 months of successful operations, this vandalism is by far the worst event connected to the shelter. Moore Street Shelter has provided over 23,500 nights of safe, dignified sleep to our city's most vulnerable, contributing to a decrease in crime in the area compared to the 6 months prior to opening. Neighbors see it differently.
It's really reduced our livability, the safety of the neighborhood.
And we've had homeless people throw bags of feces at our homes. This is not normal. People should not be living like this.
In a statement, a spokesperson for the Salvation Army says safety in the neighborhood is a primary concern. We do not condone violence or disruptive behavior in any way in the neighborhoods surrounding our facility.
I've stopped leaving the house because I know the moment I do, I'm going to see something.
Even people like Patrick,
I feel like they're doing a great job.
who stays at the shelter,
Just for the past couple days.
recognizes its impact on the neighborhood.
Sure, yeah, definitely. I've seen broken windows. I've seen everything. You can ask me anything. I've seen it.
Around this shelter?
Yeah, any shelter, yeah.
In part, why many neighborhoods across the city are skeptical of the mayor's shelter-first model when it comes to addressing homelessness.
Oh, awful. Just awful. You want to open them where there are absolutely no homes. Don't open them in a residential area. And our property taxes keep going up. So property taxes, city taxes, state taxes, the amount of money we're shelling out to fix this problem that they're not fixing is unacceptable.
Shilpa and others
Oh, hell yeah.
now planning to leave the city.
I will lose money on this house and I will live with it because this is not, for my mental health, this is not okay.
Realistically, I've been looking at houses outside of Multnomah County, outside of Portland, and it kills me because this is my house, my home, and I feel like I'm being forced from it.
I feel like the city cares more about these people who do drugs, who abuse themselves, who don't care about themselves or their society, and they don't care for tax-paying citizens. At what point do we go, nope, this is not okay?
Okay, it's also worth noting the Moore Street shelter is right across the street from a daycare and a few blocks from a high school. I asked the Salvation Army if there were talks of adding security to patrol the building, and they said not at this time. Neighbors tell me they are now banding together with other neighborhoods like the Pearl District to try and hold the city accountable, they say, for what happens as a result of these types of shelters. About 2 weeks ago, the city opened this 200-bed overnight shelter in the Pearl on Northwest Northrop Street. It was the 5th city shelter to open this year, despite major pushback from neighbors there, concerned the shelter would negatively impact the surrounding area, like what's happening in North Portland. Now, the head of the Pearl District Shelter Oversight Leadership Committee sent me the following statement, saying of that Northrop shelter, in part, in the 16 days since the shelter opened, I've received 206 email reports and exchanges regarding new campsites, piles of needles in the parks, nudity in the parks, people passed out in the streetcar stops, people passed out on the benches around Safeway, fecal matter in the tree wells. All of this is occurring within a few blocks of the shelter in the heart of the Pearl. The city overpromised on their ability to mitigate the effects of the shelter. And we continue to lobby for more effective strategies to truly help the homeless with their mental illness and drug addiction issues.